Back in the 70s, board games and improv theater had a baby, and it was called the role-playing game. These games allowed a generation of kids to live out their dreams of slaying dragons and saving kingdoms, all while sitting in their bedrooms and basements. Today, gaming has moved into the cultural mainstream, and role-playing games are back with a vengeance. Join us now as 5 of these former kids come out of the basement and onto the internet to experience adventure, mystery, and obscure pop culture references. It's time for Roll for Combat!
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat. I'm your GM and host, David Licker, and in this week's episode, the boys finally touch down on the planetoid and find out that they're not alone. Also this week, I'll tell you all about GenCon, I'll talk about the other podcast, the Fall of Plaguestone, and tons of other things. So, a few things. Well, more than a few. Lots of stuff going on. First of all, we got the Dead Sons Adventure Path, and I'm realizing we're almost up to episode 100. Who would have thought? It's kind of scary and mind-boggling and cool that we're easily going to hit episode 100. However, the end definitely is in sight. We are looking to finish up Dead Sons. We don't want to be doing this absolutely forever. We do want this to have a resolution, and we are very close to actually getting into book 6. And then, well, the big grand finale, and we shall see how that goes. I will say I was talking to a lot of people at Paizo at GenCon about the podcast and ending it and how we should end it. And I have a feeling I'm going to start working on this. It's the kind of a spoiler, but not really, that some of the people from Paizo might get involved with the ending of the show. A whole bunch of developers wanted to get in on the action, so this might turn into something totally crazy and nuts. There was a lot of talk over the weekend. As for GenCon, GenCon's always the same. It is a mixture of amazing and horrible all at the same time. How is it horrible? There's so much to do. It's actually fun overload, if there's such a thing. There's too much fun. It's almost like Vegas for gamers. You know, people go to Vegas and they kind of lose their minds because there's just so much to do there and the place is pretty much designed for you to have fun. Well, that's what GenCon is, only in the sense of gaming and geekdom. And, oh yeah, it was great. I spent most of my time hanging out with the Paizo people, hanging out with friends. I ran 2 games. I ran the special on Thursday night, and that had a combination of myself GMing, Param, Lauren, and Vanessa from No Direction were playing characters. I also had Rob from Order of the Amber Die, a friend of mine, and John Statz from the show, who all played characters. And I have to tell you, it was pre-gens, it was 5th level characters, the Iconics, and they were in a dungeon written by Ron Lundeen. And the first part of the adventure was, I don't know, I'd call it boring, but it was very straightforward, it was really easy, they didn't have any really problems with it. But then the second part of the adventure is a dungeon crawl, and yep, I probably could have destroyed and TPK'd the entire party, but a few things were going on. First of all, the beginning of the dungeon, there's a really nasty trap, and they all fell into it. They were all getting dissolved by acid. Everyone managed to escape the room except for Param's cleric, who stayed back and did a full 3-action heal and healed up the whole party because they were in really bad shape. And the way it works is that this acid attack will randomly attack 3 people in the room. Well, he was the only one in the room, so he got attacked 3 times. Now, normally 3 attacks would be pretty bad for a level 5 character. It could pretty much kill them or come very close to dropping them. But I rolled a 19, a 19, and then a 19. And with the new rules of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, that was a triple crit, which means I did 54 points of damage on just the first one, and then we realized it's going to be about 160, 170 points of damage. I think Kira only had something like 60 hit points, so we found out what dying 6 was like, and yep, he turned into a puddle of goo. Next up is they ran into a black pudding, and Lauren threw her spear right at the black pudding, and it split into two. And suddenly they had two black puddings attacking them. And then Valeros went down. And then finally, as they were running away from the black pudding, they ran into a chamber that was filled with pit traps and yellow mold. It was a pretty deadly adventure. However, they managed to wedge themselves into a corner. They managed to drag Valeros's comatose body into an area. They attacked the black pudding from range, killed it with fireballs. They used up all their spells. They did manage to kill it. The fireball actually worked really well because in a weird way it was easier to kill because the black pudding got cut in half. So now there were two of them, and the fireball was basically like critting each time if you think about it, because it would hit twice. It would hit one black pudding and then the other black pudding. So in a weird way it actually benefited them to cut it in half. So they killed that. The thief did amazing. She found everything, and then when she accidentally set off the yellow mold, she did a critical success and took no damage. It was pretty unbelievable. And then they got to the end and they killed the bad guys in like 2 rounds. They just destroyed everything. So yeah, it could have been a TPK, but not quite. However, Perrin from No Direction pretty much died in every single adventure he played at GenCon. He played a previous adventure where Lauren killed every single person, and that was the one with Jason Bowman. And then the next adventure was with me, where he died and turned into a puddle of goo. And then he had another adventure the next night where I heard he also dropped. I don't think he died, but he came pretty close. On Friday night, I did the Starfinder adventure, and that was a mixture of fans from the show and John Statz again and my friend. Jason McDonald was going to make it, but he couldn't at the last second, so that was unfortunate. And that was also a fun adventure because we just kind of took it easy. It's one of those adventures that has something like 15 encounters. Like, it's just really just a lot of encounters. So we just kept it easy. We kind of kept it relaxed. We had a really good time, and it was a lot of fun. And everyone had a great time. It was a really, really fun adventure. And then as for the rest of the con, as I said, mostly just hanging out with Paizo people, hanging out with friends, eating food, going to parties. It was a good time had by all. Good news is I did not get sick. I did not have con crud. I actually did something kind of new this year. I actually took antibiotics while I was at GenCon because can't hurt, and, well, seemed to do the trick because I think it was last year or 2 years ago I got really sick from GenCon, and every so often it's kind of like a 50-50 chance you get sick from GenCon just because there's so many people and everyone's so close. So I've been starting to take antibiotics and taking other medications before and during and after GenCon, and sure enough, that worked great. As for the new podcast, The Fall of Plaguestone, I'm not going to lie, that podcast is doing gangbusters monster. It is doing really, really well. As I said, I'm not going to do an intro and an outro for that one unless necessary, so I'm going to kind of put a little bit of that information here. For those of you who want to listen to it, we're moving along. It's heavy role-playing. It's a lot of fun. We have new sound effects, new background music, and just playing a new system in the fantasy realm again. It's just very liberating. I haven't done it in, well, actually a couple of years now. So we're definitely going to mix in some more Pathfinder, and I still want to do Starfinder. I'm actually probably going to wait till the new classes come out. I want to try out some of the new classes and maybe do some quests or society play or something smaller with Starfinder. But for now, we're doing Fall of Plaguestone as well as Dead Suns, as you all know. I also like that the Fall of Plaguestone is a smaller adventure, and we'll probably finish it in just a few months. And I'm thinking we might not go right into an adventure path. I might just do Erik Moda's new adventure, which is going to be actually pretty big. It's 128 pages. It does have a mega dungeon. I think it brings you from like level 1 to 7. I actually talked to him. I might be able to see it early and get a feel for what it is. So hopefully I'll get to look at it and see if that is good for the podcast. But I have a feeling that's something we're going to be doing. As for this podcast, I will say we're definitely going to have more guests on the podcast in the near future because GenCon's over, PaizoCon's over, Pathfinder's second release. Suddenly things have gotten a lot more relaxed at the Paizo offices. It's a lot easier for me to get in touch and coordinate with people there and have them on the show. So do look for that. And I was talking to so many people there who really wanted to get on the show and really wanted to play. So that seems like that's really not going to be an issue in the near future. If anything, I might have too many people wanting to play. But, well, I'll figure that out. That's like the worst. If that's the worst of my problems, then having too many people from Paizo coming on the show and playing their adventures, then that's kind of a good problem to have. But with that, let's get into this week's episode.
last we left off, you managed to repel the boarders from your ship. You managed to get onto their ship, find the necessary information, loot it as it self-destructed. It actually didn't self-destruct. You figure out later that the gravitational forces in this weird area where the suns are can do serious damage to your ship. As you found out, as you were trying to fly to the moon that you're about to explore, and you failed your pilot check and did something like 40 points of damage, something like that. I don't remember how many damage, but you did a fair amount of damage to your ship. So if your ship is in orbit and unaccompanied, it's just going to get busted up by the strange gravitational shifts and eventually just blow up. It will only last a few hours because there's a lot of weirdness going on in this area. So it was already damaged, and then the time they came to visit you, it blew up. And now you are about to explore this planetoid. That is where we last left off.
So does that apply to our ship?
John Statz plays the Vesk soldier, Mo Dupinsky.
Like when we beam down, we basically have a few
There's
hours.
no beaming.
There's no beaming. You don't have teleporters. No, you land on the ship. It only has to do while you're in space. Basically,
okay.
While you're in space, it takes all
so
your
if we
concentration.
land, we're fine.
Yeah, it's like the Badlands in Star Trek.
We could probably land the ship on the planetoid, yes?
Chris Beamer is playing the Tiefling Technomancer, Akiro the Just.
Maybe. So we last left off that you got the ship to the planetoid. Now, what are you going to do?
Can we make some kind of a check to assess if landing is a possibility?
It is very much a possibility. You can give me a perception check.
I will make a separate perception check.
Bob Marquis is playing the human envoy, Rusty Carter.
So we're in orbit around the planet?
Yes, you're in orbit around the planet.
Yeah, I mean, is there a way to get a better description of the planet? Like send down sensors or do the scan, the engineering scan or something?
Yes, you did all that. You first don't have anything to send down. You can send down yourselves. As for the planet, you just have... Your ship isn't really designed for that. You don't have any of the technology required for deep analysis. What you did find is that there is a planet filled with jungle, and there appears to be one structure remaining on the planetoid. It's actually a moon, if you remember.
Captain Rusty, I think I can land on that moon structure.
Hold on there, son. Let me take a look. So, 23. I did not do as well as you. You know what? Looks good to me there, son.
You see the actual structure. It is covered with jungle. This jungle is heavily overrun, and it's been left to nature for millions of years. There's nowhere you can see to land. Would you like to try again with your perceptions to see if you can find a landing area?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Captain, can you see a landing area? I cannot.
I'm not seeing anything either, so that must mean that these enemy are extraordinarily cunning. That's the only possibility of my not being able to see it.
We should just go to the station.
17. Keep going.
I'm trying again as well. Hold on. There we go.
Oh.
Natural 20.
No.
32 total.
As you breach over the cloud cover, make your approach. You catch glimpses of the planetoid's surface. You spot stampedes of wild horned quadrupeds kicking up dust across a grassy plain as you skirt the edge of a mountain range and watch as an avalanche swallows a corpse of tall trees. And you pass over the canopy of the jungle, spooking a flock of brightly colored double-billed birds. You find, off in the distance, several miles away, a landing pad.
I say we land there.
Captain, on my head for that.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Jason McDonald is playing the Ahsoki mechanic, Tuttle Blacktail, and his drone, Cheddar.
All right, proceed there, Ensign. Actually, I don't think we've actually given you a title yet. Proceed there, Private.
No.
Oh, I think we should perhaps kill anything that moves on the ground with our orbital attack.
Not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heal up. I'm gonna get that spider working on me. I'm damaged.
Oh my god, you didn't do that already?
Well, I did my stamina, but I took
Oh,
meat
that's
damage.
true.
You have 8 hit points of damage.
Oh God, I'm gonna try one of those stupid cure serums.
And Mr. Kiro, the other problem is that our orbital lasers only perform mind control.
God dang it! All right, I rolled a 1.
A 1, yeah. 1,
I'm
that's
gonna go
typical.
for another one of those serums again. Boy.
Oh, there you go. Getting closer.
All right, now I'm done. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Maybe you should buy ones that are do more than 1d8 points of healing.
Yeah, they're like 10 times more expensive.
It's the stupidest
It's geometric progressions.
Just
the
a
way they
broken
do the
economy.
Yep, that's right.
I'm done.
Next ones will do 2 points of healing.
Kiro, you're also damaged, so
Yes.
just think on it if you want.
You know what? I'm thinking on that. I'm gonna roll my D8 because I bought some of those too.
You should just get the spider. Oh, okay. The spiders also.
Spider
I
has
should've used this.
side effects.
Are you more than 8 damaged?
Yes.
You have
Are you
14 healing serums left.
Yeah, you should use a spider.
Kiro.
Use a spider.
You have 9 hit points. You're down. That's it.
Yeah, that's spider territory. I think it's 2d8.
Spider is 2d8 territory. Yes, I'm gonna use spider.
Well, it's
I'm like
4d8 plus 4.
The spider?
Yes.
Oh, that's way too much. All right,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna use a minor healing serum 1,
Yeah.
mark 1. This is how you roll though.
A 4.
Yes. It's average.
I would take that. That's for sure.
And here's the other one, number 2. Yep, right on target for being average.
3.
Yeah. I'm done.
12
Am I at
left.
full stamina, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, now we should go to that.
All right,
landing
Private Akira,
bridge. And yes,
land
I
this
will
ship.
man the. I'm going to man the
Mm,
turret. I guess our central turret. Although I think Akira has a
like,
better.
blast away that vegetation on the landing pad. I will land us.
Should I just let loose and start shooting things?
There's no vegetation on the landing pad.
There's no vegetation. He's
You
traumatized.
you land, no problem, on the landing pad. You've landed.
For the record, I think
33.
everyone should know that Akira did get a 33 to his piloting check for something that was already done, and we'd had no difficulty.
I want to do it with flair and panache.
You land. It is daytime.
Say it, Steve, with panache.
I would like to do, can we do a full sensor sweep?
Yeah, like is it?
It's not really going
Poison-
to work though
Is it
because our
poisonous? Is it?
Okay, it's like Dagobah. There is life everywhere.
Okay, that's
It is
good.
off the chart.
Is it breathable?
Yes.
Gravity?
Yes.
Uh,
1. Same as before.
All right.
It's a planet we can
let's-
walk around in. Okay.
Mo is going to bound off the whatchamajig. He's going to disembark as if he's bounding off of a yacht.
Okay, you leave and go off to the landing pad, and sure enough, you see a very, very dense jungle. You immediately get hit by a blast of hot air and nearly 100% humidity. It is, well, a jungle.
That's rain.
We've been here before. We know the jungle. We're acclimated.
Yeah, no kidding.
Give
Yeah,
me a perception check, Mr. Mo.
21. Wow,
Not
that's,
bad.
Wow.
rolls a 12 for 21.
You actually see
get crazy here.
a cleared out trail from the landing pad. You can tell this is pretty recent because there wasn't actually a trail there. It appears like this was recently just cut through the forest.
I found a clue to where they went.
All right, I lock and load. I have all my equipment and my gear.
Yeah.
I'm fully charged, and I want to come out and I
Gathering
want
all
to
our
see if
stuff.
another ship possibly had landed here recently. So we had to
Ooh, that's a good
determine that.
idea.
I
That's a
listen
perception.
very carefully to comms to see if the people who've gone outside of the ship are still alive.
Okay, you can go outside. You're still alive and give me a perception check.
All right, make him roll.
No, not
Yeah.
you. Kiro.
Me,
Kiro
Oh, sorry.
16. No idea.
no idea. Like I don't know. Like I think it's just a lot of oil here. Like it's probably from us. So Rusty, get out here, Captain. We need your help.
All right.
We gotta get it moving. Tuttle.
Yeah, Tuttle, fix that oil leak.
Yeah, I guess if I'm the last one in the ship, I guess I'll come on out. too.
Mr. Tuttle, please lock behind us. Don't forget where we leave the keys.
Exactly. That's cool.
Okay.
Do we have the little fake rock that contains the spare key?
Yes, we do. I'll make a perception check if you're ready.
I'm ready.
27.
27. What were you looking for?
I don't know. Everybody was making perception checks. I figured I'd add it.
A ship that might have landed here before us.
Yes, I was looking for a ship that may have landed here before us.
Yes. Oh, you want more information? Yes, Rusty looks at the landing
that was it.
pad.
That was a yes or no question. I didn't ask for anything else.
It looks like
If I want more, I'm going to need to make another perception check, clearly.
it looks like a ship landed here before you.
And
Okay.
they cut a path out. I like that.
Mr. Tuttle, can you identify species or engineering type? I'm sorry, I said Mr. Tuttle. Dr. Tuttle?
We're fully
So you're asking with respect.
give all our spells and stuff, right? At this point?
No.
Oh,
No.
Oh,
It's the
that's
same
bad.
day. You used all your level 3 spells. They're all gone.
All right, guys. You know what? I might need a nap on the ship for like about 12 hours. Nothing special.
Up, you're here. Let's go. Lock and load.
Okay.
You'll be all right.
Same.
The world is ending pretty much in a few hours. Sorry, when I say the world, I
So-
mean the universe.
Give me a nature check, whoever wants
Knowledge
to.
in nature.
Mm-hmm.
I will assist. Oh, actually, no.
That's
I cannot assist that at
life
all.
science.
Life science.
Life science, I can do.
That's my speciality.
I got
I'm going to.
20
Mo is going
One
to
moment.
assist.
You don't need to. Oh, except Mo wants to. Both Akiro and
I assist.
you don't have nature.
Yes.
It's
I
it's
have-
not
I have
life science. It's nature.
Oh, well,
All
No,
you
there's-
guys
there's no-
rolled
there's no
life
nature.
science.
No
There is
no
such
such
thing.
thing as nature.
Yeah.
No such thing.
Oh, you know the funniest thing is it actually says here knowledge nature.
Pathfinder.
that's funny.
They're in the
no,
Pathfinder
life
frame of
science.
mind.
Yeah,
Someone
there you
took it. Someone messed up. It actually says I ran the rules.
go.
Okay.
Keeley!
I blame
right.
Keeley.
You everyone except for Mo, which is funny only because you think he figured this out more than anyone else. You can see that this jungle is insanely dense. Yet it was burned out. Like whatever was on the pad was definitely burned up and destroyed by a ship landing here. And the densest parts of the foliage were recently cleared with fire explosives and very sharp instruments. And it appears like
Nice.
there's a very clear path towards the direction of that building.
Nice.
What building?
Yeah,
there was a structure that we had passed over that we thought might be a landing pad, and it wasn't. And then we
Oh,
found
it's
it.
not.
Hopefully they used up most of their fire and explosives clearing the path and don't have anything left for us.
I'm sure that's the way it worked.
Akira, do you have any combat roll without your spells?
He's shot
No.
his gun at things. Yeah.
How dare you ask me that? Since my disintegrator has won the last 3 combats we've been in as comrades.
Well, I had your back there a moment ago, but now
My
you
gun.
had to go too far. You had to go too far with I won the fight. All right, no.
Well, I can't tell who's shooting over my shoulder behind me, so I don't know who's actually got what guns. I assume that was Cheddar with the disintegrator.
Well, if it comes from a different room entirely, it's Akira.
Right.
Yes, that's
If
true.
Yes. That is often the case.
If it arrives last from the farthest distance, that's Akira. Yes.
And just so you know, I feel fatigued. I feel fatigued right now. And I'll be hanging back a little bit from the group.
Really?
And, yeah. And I'll be shooting from range and hanging back. I'm fatigued. I'm not at my best right now.
I'm very sorry to hear that. Well, would you like a little blankie to have a little lie down?
No, I just need rest. I'm not getting the bed rest I need, and I'm not in great shape. But I'm still very accurate with my rifle.
All right.
So
Well,
move along. Nothing to see
We're going to
here.
march, I guess, over that bridge. I guess I'll go first.
Yeah.
Can this just be the marching order, or can we...
you guys can actually just march through. You don't have to do this. I actually put this down just for fun, just to show you what.
Oh,
the
it's a
jungle
good
looks
map.
like.
It's a nice graphic.
Yeah. So as-
Akira is at all times 15 feet behind Rusty.
What I love about that is walking through a jungle, the person in the far rear is the one far most likely to die.
Well, but unless you're Akira, who's like really a badass, so yeah, that could happen.
All right, there we go then. Great.
Okay, as you start walking through the jungle, occasionally a carnivorous plant makes a half-hearted attempt to grab at you, especially Akira, because he's all by himself. So although you guys, all 4 of you, are bunched together tightly, Akira has been spending most of his time fighting off plants and other vines trying to grab and eat him.
Yeah,
Nothing has gotten him yet, though.
doesn't he have a tail?
Oh, they're trying to get his tail. That's what he's like a horse. He's just swatting them away.
Mo, are you actually trying to give some instruction to the vines and plants in the area?
No, I just wondered if if they were biting him from behind. I was just wondering if he's got like a pointy tail.
my tail is inside my armor.
I don't know. It might be outside. I don't know.
I mean, if my tail, yeah, I could. I mean, I would love if my tail had like armor on it. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'd say
they're grabbing at that because it's all fitted for the race and everything. Yeah, I like it.
So give me either, as you're walking through for about 5 minutes, either survival check or a life science, whichever you prefer.
I'm quite proficient in life science. Let's try that.
I will assist.
Mo is
Actually,
going
I'm
to do
not
a
with you.
survival
I don't know if I can.
assist.
He's on his own. Sorry.
Survival stinks. Mo
wow.
fails. The Kiro fails with an 18. Anyone else?
I rolled natural 3 for an 18 and a failure. It's unbelievable.
Bad rolls are going around.
I might as well get them out now. Anyone else?
Okay, I'll roll. Sure. There we go. We had a 4, a 3.
You rolled the 1.
And I am proud to say
you guys
I
rolled a
the
4, a 3,
Yes.
a 2,
we were doing our
and
countdown.
a 1.
We got the
And
matching
now that
set.
the 1 in the countdown has come up, Steve, the random.
We just need a
encounter
5
needs to
for a
be
wheel. We have that straight.
There you go.
Wow.
That is very funny. Well, nothing happens. You just are watching the foliage and things try to grab you. You hear endless horrific sounds. Some of them calming, most of them horrible. Like large creatures slurping. Sounds like trees are falling. You don't know what's out there, but this place is just teeming with life and horrific creatures.
It's incredible. I mean, it's a moon of a planet, of a dead planet, and yeah, I like it.
So I guess we're gonna just follow the trail, assuming it's a single trail. Does it branch?
It does not.
I mean, I think we can double time it.
Well, that said, we just flew overhead, so over the building. So anyone we're actually going after currently probably knows we're coming. And if this is the only path from the direction they saw us land in, doesn't
That's
that mean
true.
we're
That's
guaranteed to be trapped?
It's up to you.
How many miles away would you say?
About half a mile to a mile. It's hard to say depending on how the trail goes, but from what you can see, it appears to be more or less a straight shot. The only time it sort of moves is when they're hitting like trees or large natural rocks and things that they can't get through.
Okay, so I would guess that we should probably... Well, Mo's going to be out front, I guess, and he's going to be looking for a clearing, and when he gets to the clearing, he's going to stop, wait for all the party to catch up, and I'm going to suggest, since I'm your arboreal guide, that we sashay to the right and go through the underbrush a little bit, not along the path.
I agree with that.
Okay, if you guys are going to do that...
I mean, is this badass bush? I mean, do we need a machete to clear it? Or,
It's actually Badass Bush is its baby brother. This is a wall of bush.
All right.
Forget that. Forget
Fine.
So like 1973?
that.
Walk up to the
we're not
front
doing
door.
that. Yeah,
When they know
1973.
we're coming, let's just walk right in the front door and get blown up. Come on. let's
Yeah,
do it.
we own the place.
They made a path for
No,
us.
you can go into the bush. I was literally about to tell you what happens if you try to go into the bush. You can do it, or you can make your own path. It's really up to you. There's nothing preventing you from blowing up.
That's wonderful life advice, Steve, that we can all make our own path if we really
You can make.
we
your
believe
own
in
path.
ourselves enough.
Only just a jungle full of really nasty monsters. I mean, they're there.
Yeah, I like the path they made. I mean, what are we afraid of? I mean, I'm 15 feet behind.
Says the
I've
man
got
with no spells.
I have a haste circuit,
Like 3 charges left.
Yeah.
which makes me run fast to the ship. And
All right,
pilot.
so we're just gonna go over to the clearing. I mean, that's the safest,
Okay.
the safest route.
There actually is no clearing. You just continue through, and the path has. I mean, you could see it's just been blown apart. Like there's just no rhyme or reason. These guys, whoever this was, just ripped everything out of their way to get there. And it's kind of single file. It's actually a very narrow path, so it's not even really indicative of what you see on the map. It's much more narrow. And even as you try to even go into the underbrush like Mo was, you can see large amounts of sap and other items that are bright purple, probably poisonous. You'd have to taste it or touch it or, maybe rub your skin against it to see what would happen. But it looks like it's probably not the best thing to actually go ahead and, go in contact with most of what's in this jungle. But, if you want, feel free.
I mean, some could be healing berry.
Oh, definitely.
The healing
definitely.
berry, yeah.
But all of you got terrible rolls, so there's no way to know.
I mean, bright berries are usually good.
Delicious.
Stupidly, just start grabbing things and putting them in my mouth.
All right. Well, we're just going up to the building.
All right.
What else can we do?
After about half an hour of walking through this jungle, you appear in front of the building. You basically go around the bend, and you didn't even know it was there. It literally just popped up out of nowhere because this jungle is so damn dense. More of the jungle has been scorched here, most likely the result of a large explosion. What do you do?
What is in front of us? Is this a door, or what's the?
I will show you. You see the rough outlines of this building. Do you approach a little bit more? You're kind of in the brush. You're pushing.
I'm actually going to kind of take a look and check for like perimeter alarms or tripwires or any sort of.
I mean, it looks like it's only 30 feet away.
It is.
I
You're just
have
around the
60
corner,
foot-
and then
I
there
have
it
60
is.
foot dark vision, so that won't help. But
23.
Here, give me a second.
I mean, I'm 20 feet away now. I should.
Because
be
if I was
able-
going to set up shop
Hold
here,
on,
I
I'm
might
trying.
actually have some intrusion detection.
What is that?
all right.
You look around. There appears to be a huge, massive hole in this one-story building. Where there used to be a wall, you can see that, well, the wall has been blown apart, and fragments of the wall are inside this room in front of you. The room itself has a eerie glow, as the lighting has a green tint to it. There's also a lot of mist in the air, and deep inside the room, you can hear cruel laughter.
A couple of quick questions. The explosion, the debris, is it still like smoking, as in it happened a few minutes or an hour or two ago? Is there
It's
any
not
light?
smoking.
Is there any light inside the room? I have dark vision. That's not a deal
I
breaker,
already
but
said there is a green light coming from the room.
greenish glow is how you described it. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a ceiling on it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a. It's. Oh, I wonder why they gave this to Vesks. I have a +5 for military knowledge checks. I'm going to see if I can detect what kind of thing made this explosion. Like, was it ripped apart? Was it disintegrated? Does it?
No, you can tell this was like heavy explosives. It looks like that they perhaps took a whole bunch of grenades and just rolled it up or into the wall and just blew it apart.
Wow.
Yeah, they came through this whole thing. They knew where they're going. They had a clear path, and they did their thing.
They're not
All
about
right.
subtlety at this point.
Get closer, guys.
Okay, hold on.
We're in combat formation.
I am 15 feet behind because that's how I do.
All right. I think this is actually a fast talk option. Mechanically, if we hear voices in there that sound nasty, if I go in first into a room with enemies and I make a successful fast talk roll, we will get a surprise round up.
All right. Well, be my guest. Carol, get up here. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You moved on top of Dr. Tuttle.
Well, hold on. One thing.
No,
I'd like to do a
Akira
perception
did.
check to see if the voices are in a language that I understand. If they cannot understand me, my ability will not work. That was perception, so a poor roll.
15. You can hear voices there in common. And
They're in common.
it sounds
All I needed.
like, and you can actually now see what's going on. The remains of a large double door lies broken on the floor, while a couple of bizarre-looking chairs or couches sit mangled against the north wall. 2 short steps lead up to the raised section of the room from which a double door exits to the north. You also see a smaller door in the southeast corner. In addition, you see 3 cultists that are facing the upper right-hand corner with all of their backs to you. It sounds like they're torturing some creature in the northeast corner and they do not notice you. The voices you are hearing is them laughing and making jokes as they're trying to torture some creature. You're on the clock. What do you do?
I move forward. I've uploaded a screenshot of the ability I'm using.
I cast a spell.
Not before my action.
Yeah. Are we in combat yet?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm gonna.
First, Rusty.
Steve,
will
I've
go.
uploaded the ability I'm using.
I see it. I see
About
it.
90
Just do
minutes.
it.
Great. Thank you for confirmation. I move forward and hey guys, well, man, I've been looking all over for you. I just couldn't even believe how hard it was to find you in this jungle. Obviously, the guys back at the base sent me to talk to you because we know that we're actually, man, we really got some stuff that's going to be coming on soon, and they really wanted me to like oversee what's going on here. So why don't we actually all like figure out what's going on here? Let's do one at a time. You, then you, then you. Let me know what's going on. All right.
I love it.
Snappy patter.
Bluff plus 20. One moment. That's 35. I added D6. Actually, 39 is my bluff.
New maths, and this takes a resolve point to use as well.
Not a problem. I use a resolve point.
Okay, here's what happened.
I am, of course, aiming my focused ability on the one that appears to be the leader if I can identify it. Otherwise, I will pick one.
Roll for combat!
They look around at you, and they all stop torturing this poor animal, and they're like, huh? You all get a surprise, which is
Yay!
one standard or whatever it is going to be. It's just not a fault. And Aeon
One
Tuttle
standard
is up
action
first.
before combat begins. Yeah.
Right, standard action. So Aeon Tuttle is up first.
I'm going to push the button.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I think this is the first use of the new improved button.
Oh, it's
actually.
the new improved button. Oh, hold on. I gotta get out the chart. Oh, boy. Here we go. Hold on. I'm so excited.
Now that you mention it, I wanted to make a comment about the red button. Because in Hearthstone, like one of the newest warrior things is they have a mech, and it's you push the button, and it's the red button. I think they stole it from us.
Probably. Give me
It's time to lawyer up.
a 1D100. You push the button, sparks and other things fly out of the button, and it makes weird buzzing sounds. It's like oh, you hit and roll a 62.
Not 62.
Repair protocol. Cheddar immediately gains. He would have healed 36 points of damage, although he's completely healed, so nothing happens.
You should get them as temporary hit.
Nope. That was a good one, too. Does a lot of healing. Cheddar's up.
I'm going to at least move him up.
So the way surprise works,
You get a standard action, and then
right?
go.
One standard action.
And then the combat will begin in the order of initiative.
Okay, because it looks like they're just going to attack after we do something.
No, they
All
don't
right.
do anything. They don't.
All right.
You get to go twice before they do because they're in the end of the order.
Right.
And you can push the button again, Tuttle, by the way. There's a limit of, I think, a certain number of times per day where
I think it's like intelligence modifier, I think is what it was.
It's for you, it's something massive. You can push it like 10 times a day, so before it starts getting risky. But yeah, and you can push it again and just keep stacking these if you wanted to. Unfortunately, that was an instance, so nothing happens. Rusty's up.
It's time for me to start unloading some of the older grenades, but I'm still going to use them to get an advantage. As long as they're clustered there and we know we're going first, I'm going to take my standard action to pull out an incendiary grenade 2.
You're going to kill the animal.
I'm going to try not to kill the animal.
Mo's up.
So, is this the first round of combat?
Yes.
All right. So, what's
Wait,
the range?
what did Mo do with his standard action?
Yeah, I can't. Well,
He didn't go yet.
I have a laser, but I think I'm out of range.
There's no such thing as out of range. You just get a -2.
Per range increment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's kind of nice too. Per range. If it's only got a 20-foot range.
Well, which laser is it? I mean,
I
look
got
on your-
the artillery laser Aphelion.
All right, well, look on your sheet. It should say. I mean, almost all those lasers have a range of like 80, 90, 100.
The better they are, the range goes down, though.
Okay, so looking at
Artillery laser Aetherion? Yeah, it's a range of 120 feet. I think you can hit them.
okay. He's gonna shoot one of these guys. Anyway, I'm shooting. Wow.
Nice.
You hit one for 32 points damage. Kiro is up.
That's what I'm talking about. All right.
This is your surprise round action.
So, I was really thinking of Plan A, which for me is always mirror image, as you know. But I have a scoped laser scope on a very powerful weapon. So, what is the distance between me and the one that was just hit? It's not that much, right?
75.
25. Okay, so I get triple range. Let me double check that. Laser scope. 1.5 times. So my range is 30, so that's another 45, so 75. So that's not enough. So you know what? Plan B. I cast mirror image. Let's do that.
All right.
Hold, please. Yes, my usual one image. And Akira is done. Right? That's surprise round. One action. That's it.
All right, you have one.
One stinking image.
They look around and stop kicking this animal and start grabbing weapons, and Lord knows and looks at you and says, "Ah, new playthings to kill." Now Akira goes.
Yeah.
Wait, what
here's
happened?
our order of play.
Tuttle says. Now
Wait,
Tuttle
what did he
goes.
say? New playthings to what? We missed all that.
To new playthings to kill.
Wait till after me if you.
Aeon Tuttle is up.
I'm sorry, Bob. What did you say?
My usual. Wait till after me if you can.
All right, I'm going to actually wait until Bob goes.
Okay, my plan A. In this case, of course, the one that was damaged by Mo's gun is the one we want to drop first, so he is the target of my get 'em. And I'm going to throw that incendiary grenade so as not to hurt the poor little animal. It has a 10-foot range, but I can get all three of them. If you want, I'll pull out the guide for that. And as part of my attack, I will make a bluff check to make that same guy also. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
No, that's terrible. All right, so 27 for a bluff. No, I'm going to re-roll that. All right, so 30 bluff. All right, so that's
So
all
you
I
can
got.
pull it out. Oh, you pulled it out last round.
Yeah, so that was, so I threw it. It's only 2d6 damage.
Which grenade is this?
Incendiary grenade 2.
Your one and only.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of them because I'm bringing new ones on. You scared me with my comments about weight. Okay, 6
Okay, they
damage.
get reflex save.
Yes, they do. I did pathetic amount of damage.
Nice.
They did
What's
badly.
your reflex? What
Hold
are they
on, let me
again?
pull, I didn't even think to look it up.
Oh no,
Okay,
16 is not bad against that grenade.
It's DC 16.
Oh.
Wow, only one makes it. So
So 6, 6, and 3. That's great.
it's not bad.
No, I'm getting rid. I was actually just doing my main thing to actually give everybody a +4 to attack the guy.
Was that one of our good grenades, or was that a crappy
No,
grenade?
it was not one of our good grenades.
Okay, good.
Well, it's actually not bad because they're now also on fire,
Right.
except for the one that made it.
Fire!
Mo's up unless Tuttle wants to go.
Yeah, I was going to go now, if that's all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Tuttle, you go.
Okay, I'm going to move up because my gun is not that long of a range.
You're firing on the one that's injured, I presume.
Yep.
You hit.
Nice.
9 points of damage. You rocked his
11 for
world.
21. 21 hits. That's good news. All right.
Cheddar. Now Cheddar goes.
Oh, that's right.
And Cheddar probably can't shoot the injured one just because his weapon's a line weapon, and it would also hit the creature. So Cheddar's going to shoot the one to the sort of top at left.
Well, you can use a line. You can hit both the cultist and then kill the creature they were torturing, which, by the way, is a furry three-legged beast the size of a small dog with a spherical head on a skinny neck. It looks very cute.
Oh no, we want it.
You hit. Everyone's hitting. Everyone's doing damage.
I figured I would not move up Cheddar yet because in case you want to throw more grenades. But
All right, so Mo's going to move up, and of course, he can't use a melee weapon.
Yep, that's the disadvantage of a melee weapon, Mo.
I know. All right, well,
Live it. Learn it. Love it.
well, the whole point of
Your range weapon did more damage than your melee ever did. So
well, yeah, these guys don't have the damage mitigation. Anyway, I'm going to shoot the center one again.
Okily dokily.
Fire!
You hit. Everyone's hitting. Endless hit.
Well, I
18 points of
I rolled it.
damage. Right, you haven't rolled because you're too busy getting your one image. Akiro's
I
up.
love my whatever. Is that rock thing in front of me a problem?
The door that's on the floor. You can't go on top of it.
It's
It's
a
difficult
door.
terrain. You can go
Okay.
around it, yeah, or even behind it if you wanted.
Don't be afraid of
So,
Kira.
so I can go there.
Yeah, you
And,
can.
and like actually, with a long arm, my scope is 4-time range, so I'm within range, and I mitigate 4 my instances on cover. So I'm gonna shoot this guy.
No, we forgot to do your 2-hit on the grenade, Rusty.
Oh, okay.
Am I getting any kind of pluses from anyone?
Yeah, you get a plus
No.
4 if you're shooting the guy that you have to get him on.
Oh, let's get him. Which one's that? The closest one?
Is
The
that the
closest
center?
one.
Oh, cool.
Okay, you hit Rusty.
Thank you.
Just making sure you don't roll a 1.
No, you're right. I forgot that as well. It was very stupid of me.
I totally forgot. Damn.
Wow.
32. 23
Wow.
points
All right,
of damage.
So let me ask you a question. And I say, Mo, is that enough for ya?
That's enough. Yeah. Although these guys,
He's
more
still
hit points than
alive.
I thought.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
that's enough.
thought he'd go down. All right.
He's taken about 80 damage.
I've taken
So
cover.
that's not-
Engage, advance, attack.
You guys are so cute. You thought you'd
These
go
guys.
down.
These guys.
Mo, engage in melee.
I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't.
He takes 1d6 damage in the beginning of his turn because he's on fire. Woohoo!
Yeah,
He
fire.
takes 3 points of damage. And he's like, excellent idea. And he pulls out his grenade.
I've
All
got
right.
partial cover.
You have no cover.
A little bit of cover.
Actually, if he's hiding behind it, he might have partial cover. It depends on the type.
Clink,
Well, it's a
Clink.
door.
clink.
It's lying on the ground.
Ooh, I almost rolled a 1.
Oh, he might have missed.
14. No, I rolled it. It's not in there, so I'm just
Uh.
rolling it. He rolls a 2, so that's a 16. Easily hits the floor. Basically, if he rolls a 1, that's all he needs.
Right. You have to. Yeah, it's a 5. So you have
Yeah,
to hit
yeah,
it.
yeah.
If you,
Yeah,
the only
it's
way to
in-
miss is with a 1. And we did it a bunch of
Everybody- Oh, you will. Everybody give me a reflex save.
Including me.
Everybody
Oh,
give me a
nice.
reflex save.
Mo rolls a 19 for a 26. Lots of good reflexes. Nothing under
Everyone's
21.
made it. I know. Everyone's made it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, Kuro rolls a 3
Oh, we all saw that.
for a
coming.
10.
All right.
Both the
I'll
damage
leave a
they
plus
roll.
7. Yeah.
Even with the bonuses, it doesn't. make
Everyone's
it.
has a really good reflex save.
7 points of damage. By the way, the mirror image is gone because that gets
No.
blown.
I don't think it works.
Not to AoEs do not actually affect your.
Oh, it doesn't
That's
affect
true.
it. Doesn't
Nope.
affect it anymore. Oh, okay.
Nope.
Sorry about that. All right, let me do the
I
damage.
got my 1 image and I'm enjoying it.
Everyone takes 3 points of damage. Akiro takes 7
Mm.
points of damage, and Akiro is
on fire.
Fire! That's right. You read my mind.
All right, but the problem is, all right. First of all, time out.
That was
Time
his
out.
reflex save to put his fire out.
Time out.
Someone's-
What kind of damage was that grenade, by the way?
Yes, this is fire damage,
fire
probably.
damage, right?
Someone
No,
has
fire damage.
resistance.
So-
Okay,
resistance.
so I have resistance 5 fire because I'm a devil,
All right.
and the burn damage is gonna be 1d6. Like I mitigate 5, so I could care less. I enjoy that I'm on fire.
Good.
Isn't Tuttle immune from Aeon Tuttle immune from fire?
No, cold actually.
Oh, actually, you have other.
Me too.
You are too. The other guy throws his grenade. Everybody, give me a save again.
Right.
I got this time.
Ooh, I almost critted from the grenade.
Well, now that it doesn't matter, you got this. That's right. Is Mo on fire?
Yeah, Mo's on fire.
Actually, Aeon Tuttle has 10 fire resistance and 10 electricity resistance.
Yeah, he's completely immune,
He's completely immune.
and I'm mostly immune. Like, yeah, I kind of enjoy the heat.
Okay, we're gonna go backwards. Okay, Mo fails, Rusty succeeds, Akiro succeeds, Cheddar succeeds, Tuttle fails, but probably doesn't even matter.
Doesn't care.
All right, yeah, I do
It's
have immunity to cold and poison, but then resistance 10 for electricity and fire.
That's awesome. You're immune to cold and poison.
Wow.
and critical, and they can't get critical hits on me.
Oh my god. Did you drink an elixir or something?
That was from that loot box of wonder.
Yes, it was. I remember
The
that.
00. Woo!
Whoops.
Wait, what was that?
That was me making a mistake. Okay, there's a lot going on. Everyone takes half damage except Tuttle and Kiro, who are immune to fire. This
I only have
guy
5. Yeah.
took 2 points of damage from the fire, but then he healed it. He put it out automatically. The more damaged guy sees what's going on, and it's like, ugh. Bah. There we go. That was it. That's all.
They're cultists. Nice.
Oh yeah, they're cultists. They're full cultists wearing full cultist gear, every single thing you could imagine. And
like
he just runs right to Rusty.
Of course.
Hello.
Nice. Good.
Pulling out his nasty looking longsword. Slashes Rusty. Hits for 35 for 20 points of damage.
Damn.
And just laughs. It's like,
I'm actually okay with this because the other thing he did is he just moved within range of Mo being able to do a full round attack. So,
he has to actually pull out his weapon, so no.
okay.
He's got calling though. Didn't he have calling on that thing? Or
Still a
whatever.
swift.
I don't know.
Well, it doesn't work. Rusty's up.
Still,
Rusty, hang in there.
I actually am.
Create
Alright,
flanking.
So as a move action, I'm going to say get him on the guy standing right in front of me, and I am actually quite literally going to tell everyone, get him! Because he's right on top of me. And I'm going to pull out another low-level grenade. Let's say an incendiary grenade 1. For the following round, after this guy's dead.
Okay, Tuttle's up.
Everyone is +2 against this guy.
I'm going to do full attack. So with the
right.
with the +2, I guess that makes it only a -2 net.
Yes, there's a -2. Well, actually, there's also stuff in front of you, so it's actually a -6. But it's okay.
Wow.
Doesn't
Alrighty.
matter. Aeon Tuttle enters combat. Baboom!
I like God mode.
That was a crit.
It's
that was
really
a crit.
cool. Yeah.
That is.
21 points of damage. That was a lot of damage.
I remember when I used to crit.
Am I allowed to switch my second attack to a different
Yes.
person if the first one
Yes.
drops? Then?
Yeah,
Yes.
you
All right.
are.
Yep.
Then I'll send the second attack against the left/upper of the two guys.
That will be -8, only because it's -4 and then a -4 for cover.
Probably
But
range
give it
increment.
a try.
It's all the same on
It
the
is
crit.
also another range. It's just out of my range increment too. So
-10, but you can roll a crit. Who knows? Let's see.
True. If 20 is automatic hit and automatic crit.
There is actually some rules against that, because if you couldn't hit, like if their AC is like 60 and you roll a 20, you hit, but you do no damage.
that was with the -10 put in. Oh, lovely.
He rolls a 2 for a 2.
For a negative, a lot.
Well, he has a +10, so it isn't negated. It just ended up being a 2. Cheddar's up. Cheddar's charging up the stairs.
Wow.
Right into their faces.
But since I did a full attack, I can't do. You can only move him. Now, well.
Mo is up.
Mo is going to. Wow. I wonder if I should shoot these guys. Nah. Okay, he's going to drop his range weapon and pull out his saber, his sword, and chop.
And charge.
No, not charge.
It's going a weird way.
That's the closest way, I guess. Actually,
I mean, it seems like there's a barrier, but whatever.
There actually is. You should go up the stairs, but it's okay. You were doing it right, Mo. Yeah, that's right.
okay.
Cheddar still would have made it. I just did the math.
Oh, okay. So then.
It's fine. I did the math. You would have made it. It's weird. I do it in my head. It's fine. Yep. Okay, you get there. Plenty to spare. Wow, you're just charging an attack. Damn.
Oh wait, I'm not. Yeah. Okay.
But did you use the wrong weapon?
I used the wrong weapon. I didn't know had my old blade was there. That's
No, that's right. Carven steel, no?
no. It's an ultra thin long sword. It does much more damage, but that's fine. That's fine. I'll fight with this.
I'm gonna say in the rush
In
to
the-
charge
yes.
up,
Sure.
you
Makes sense.
accidentally pulled out the wrong
Yeah.
sword. You're like, all right, here we go. Whoops. Well, I still did
Although-
26 points of damage.
Actually, as far as encumbrance, I would not have had that. That would have been in my my sleeve, but that's fine. I forgot it. That's fine.
Oh, I rolled 6 points of damage. That means Akira takes 1 point of fire damage.
Woo! That's too hot for a Kiro.
I did take one.
Yeah.
But I'm relishing. I'm actually enjoying the heat. And
You
feels
tell
like
people that. Except it's like, ow, that hurt a little. And you like
a little
cry.
bit.
little bit of pain.
is-
A little bit of pain.
All right, so I'm within my range increment with my scope, and I also mitigate the 4- from him being in the way. So it's a pure shot on this guy. That is the power of
Okie dokie.
a scoped rifle. It's just one shot. And do I have a get him?
No, because the Gatum is dead.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the Gundam target is dead now.
Okay.
Oh,
Which, Akira, I hope you've learned a lesson from that. If the Gundam is ever aimed at you, it's going to go poorly for you.
Oh, look at I'm calling nice. Only 24 damage. That's pretty good for a caster, right?
Give me a reflex
that's
save.
acceptable.
Give me a reflex save to see if you put out the fire or not.
Okay, yeah. Well, I hope I don't.
16 you need. Let's see if you can do it. 17 you put out the
Yes.
fire. You actually don't even put it out, it just goes out naturally. Oh boy, this guy takes 6 points of fire damage.
Actually, so far, that first attack of mine on him has done like 12, 13 points of damage. It's great.
I was waiting to see how long it took before he
I know.
started to.
That's true.
So, I mean, when we win this fight, we know why.
Who
I'm
takes
just
credit
saying.
if he dies by the fire?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. It's Rusty.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
of course.
Rusty takes credit for if he does 2 points of damage to 100 things, he's like, "Oh, I did 200 damage." It's like, no, but then
That's-
nothing died.
By,
though.
by the way, that math is in fact correct.
You do that kind of weird math, and it's not correct.
You mean 2 times 100? That kind of
Right.
weird math?
Yeah. But then
200
if nothing dies, it's ineffective.
Well, is
It's
it though?
It's
I
what
mean,
we call padding. It's padding damage. You're padding.
Contributes to the overall effect. That's the whole point.
True. As long as you give me credit for my AoE.
Absolutely. I actually, to be fair, I actually did give you a great deal of credit against
You
that
did.
last
You
creature.
did.
That was,
I do appreciate it.
but maybe no other creature, but that last creature, I gave you a lot of credit.
Maybe the plan should be rally around Akira, make sure he lives so that you can all live. That should be the plan.
We would rally around you, but we'd be so far away from the enemy at that point, it would be hard to actually.
Touche. It's good.
The hunger cultist, the desperate hunger cultist, sees Mo in front of him. He kicks the animal next to him. It gives out a squeak.
No.
That's a standard action.
No, it's not. It's a swift.
What?
Pulls out his sword and attacks you.
Oh! That's a lot of actions he gets.
Well, he pulled out a what? Attacked him? What are you talking about?
His sword. He pulls out his
Oh, nice.
his
Nice.
sintered longsword and rolls for 36. So 19. He did
Nice.
28 points of damage. Even with Mo's mitigation. It's a lot of damage.
Man,
That's
that
all I'm
melee
gonna
is
say. That's all I'm gonna
dangerous.
say.
I
That's
don't
a
like
lot
that
of
melee down.
Oh, wait. He takes a reflex too. That's actually his move to kick the animal.
Yeah.
Okay, oh no, he fails. He's still on fire. Wow, that guy's not doing well. This guy decides not to kick the animal and instead just pulls out his weapon and walks over to Mo and attack with his sword.
Okay, the world is in its right place. Everybody's attacking Mo like they're supposed to.
Damn, 21 points of damage, even with damage mitigation. That was
Wow.
30 points of damage.
Well,
He
get
rolled
out of there.
A 16 out of 2d8.
They rolled
I
I just.
Rusty.
How is that
Rusty did.
possible?
You really need to get some better armor.
he gets
there.
plus
Yes,
this
yes,
damage,
yeah.
though. No?
It's,
No. I'm taking that into consideration. I mean, they roll really, really well for damage. That's just amazing. 28. God.
All right. At any rate, the one
Rusty's
to the
up.
right/rear is the one that's been damaged the most. So that is going to be my target for
Puppy
both
kicker.
Gundam and shooting my little gun. I pulled out a grenade last time, which will now not be useful. So as a free action, I drop a grenade. Let's see what happens. But at any rate, I didn't pull.
You
it
could
down.
drop it. You don't have to set it off. You can
Yeah, I
just-
know.
Is that
I didn't
really a
pull it
nice
down.
grenade? Because I might go
No.
retrieve that.
It is a level 1 grenade.
Ah,
That'll be bluff. Hold on. Okay.
Come on.
Hold on.
Come
I need to add.
on.
Wait. I'm going to add to that.
If you roll a 6, I'll be very upset.
wow, that's
He
maximum.
rolled a d20 for 40 so far, and he rolled a 343.
Okay, so 45 is my bluff on.
45. Wow, that's really that's gonna.
And I crit.
Oh, everybody gets crits. Everybody gets crits.
You didn't kill him, though. And it would have been funny if you got a 20, a 6, and then a 20. I would have been like, up, you're done. Bob has hit maximum peakness.
I have
You'll
hit
never-
actual effectiveness for the first time in this game,
Exactly.
so therefore it's going to be great. All right, at any rate, you all have +4 to attack him, and he's damaged.
Which guy is that?
To the right, the
The
rear.
furthest away.
That's all right.
Well, he's the one you hit last time. You already
Yeah.
damaged.
I'm gonna kill his ass. I hope.
Tuttle is up.
Well, that's true. Aeon Tuttle, the God Mode Tuttle, is now up.
All right, so it's like probably about the shooting into cover probably balances out the get him. So
Yeah, sure.
You get a +1 from Mo for all you guys.
He rolled a 18, so it's more than enough. And does 6 points of damage. Sonic, he's still alive. These guys
all
got a
right,
lot
and
of hit
Cheddar,
points.
Cheddar is going to attack the guy in front of him.
Oh, nice line attack.
Oh, no, that's a ranged attack if he wants to use that.
He's a
It would provoke
Tactical
if I do that, though.
bat.
I think for this
Can he
round,
just-
I'm just going to do the... Well, but it's such a
He
good
can just back
opportunity.
up.
He would give flanking to Mo.
No, he's not using.
But can Cheddar do
melee.
guarded steps, or does he have
Oh,
that?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
part of a move. He can do that.
Alright.
Of course he can. So he can back up, and then, wow, first time ever used the line attack.
Nice. This is
I
great.
think he used it on our ship.
Oh, that's right. You did
In
do
the
I
that.
might have
hallways,
gotten
yeah.
it once or twice. But it doesn't happen nearly as often as it should.
You easily hit.
Wow!
And do 16. And see, roll damage only once. When attacking with such a weapon, this takes a single attack roll compared against the AC. And blah, blah, blah. Roll damage only once. And it hits everything. So you did 16 to the guy in front. And then 16 to the guy in back.
Oh, please. Just tell me that on his turn, he's going to die to the D6 fire damage. Please. Just please tell me that.
Unless Mo kills him first. Let's see what
No,
happens.
Mo, I want you to do 1 point less than his health right now. Go.
Wait, I think my turn was skipped though. Did I not?
No,
get...
you're next.
next.
Look at the
I am
roster.
going to delay my turn till Akiro takes his turn.
I always feel like I'm next. I should. Be
I don't
next.
want Akira to feel bad.
Well, guess what? You are next. You're up.
Excelente. I'm going to shoot the most wounded one to the right. Wait, which one do I have pluses on? Anything?
Right for the kill. Go for it.
The one to the
You-
right.
You have he has pluses on the one to the right of me.
Everyone has
Yeah.
+4 to the one
Yep.
on the right. That's the get
The
up
one to
target.
the right. Okay, so
Okay.
and one from you, right, Mo?
Yeah.
So +5. I don't know. You might miss. Talk about overkill. And
the kill!
you actually rolled
Okay.
very poorly. You only did 12
The
points of
glo-
damage.
Only the glory of the kill. I'm done. That's my full round now.
Rusty immediately yells
okay.
out, Akira, we killed it. Good job, both of us.
Mo's going to do a full round attack. I guess I'm last.
You have to use that same sword.
Yep.
Miss.
Missed. Rolled a 3.
Miss.
And rolled a 7. 23 misses? Wait a minute.
Mo.
No, it's a -4.
Minus
When
4.
You forgot to put
it's
in the -4.
Steve, it's minus
So
4
it's
plus
19.
4.
19.
19. No, the other guy had the +4. He's dead.
Yeah. Sorry, the get him target died.
Oh. That's
I take advantage of that.
I'm looking at your steel, and I have to say you have to alter your carbon.
Do you like that? I'll take it.
Yeah,
Eh,
the cultic card.
It was okay.
I'm good.
Yeah.
There
I
were
agree.
some
Like
issues.
this. Double attack
Okay.
on Mo.
I mean, the whole concept of being able to like live forever like that way is awesome. I love that.
Oh,
Like,
the
that's-
underlying concept was great.
And I would love. I'd love to double sleeve. You know, like have
The-
two consciousness in two different bodies.
I loved the concept of that. I liked it a lot
Yeah.
more than the more I
The
thought
premise
about
of
it.
the world building was great. The two main leads were awful, and they've been replaced. They're actually replacing the male lead with Anthony Mackie.
Well,
in the second season.
It's easy because they just re-sleep.
They can do that, whatever, because
Yeah.
it's written in. But it's because that actor from the first season did not work. I think I saw him show an emotion once. It was exciting.
Rusty is up.
Get him, and
Oh, by the way, Mo was hit twice for
Oh yeah.
let's see, 32 points of damage.
Mo can take anything that's delivered. We assume that.
He was mitigated. I mean, if you think about it, he's mitigated something like 40 points of damage.
no. I'm gonna re-roll that. Hold on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these.
Oh, it
Oh
doesn't
my
work.
God, I rolled a
21. You rolled a 1. Does not work. He's not fooled.
All right. Well, everybody has +2 against him, but not +4, and that's it.
Wow, what a dismal turn, Rusty.
All right. That was almost as bad as Mo's. Not quite,
I mean,
but almost.
has Rusty ever had a really great turn? Really?
You just saw
Answer
happen.
no.
I got a 45 bluff and critted the guy after putting him on fire and having the burn 3 times.
I'm looking at
Dr. Tuttle.
my roll range. I don't think I needed that.
Dr.
+4.
Tuttle delivering the goods.
Yes,
Wait.
Aeon Tuttle is an amazing thing.
What?
Yeah, and Cheddar's going to go to the Razorbat.
Wait,
Yes.
what? Cheddar has disappeared for me. I don't know about you guys.
Well, he's there.
There
He's
he
there.
is.
He's there.
Just
Okay, now
reappeared
he's
on
there.
my screen, too. Actually, Jason, how Pokemon can we go with Aeon Tuttle? Like Aeon Tuttle GX, is your next evolution.
Possibly.
Do I have any pluses on this guy?
You have +2 and +1 from John.
You get
Yeah.
a +3.
We have to get the
Plus
next.
total?
We have to get the next gym badge to evolve Tuttle
That's
again.
it. To evolve him up to GX. Good.
I love how I can take a single shot and not get that range because I have scope. That's nice. That's minimum damage, pretty much.
It's funny. Akiro sure brags as much as Hiroji did. If these
Yeah,
two ever
that's
get
interesting.
in the same room, I have a feeling they're going to have a lot in common. Maybe even
Wait.
switch at birth.
Wait a minute.
It could be a paradoxical.
Hold on, Chris. Did Hiroji just re-sleeve? Is this actually Hiroji in a
Yes.
new sleeve right
You
now?
It's a double-
We're looking at you sleeved into this new body, and that's it.
You found me out.
Double
Yes.
sleeved. Double sleeved.
Um,
That's why they're
yes.
the same level.
Altered coward.
Altered coward.
Altered Coward will be the title of this episode.
That's outrageous.
Mo is up.
All right, let's do a full attack. I have I'll put in the -2, I guess.
Yeah, you put in that
You should be able
-2.
to slice him and
put
dice him.
in
Like
at -2. Because if you miss, he's going to slice and dice Mo. He's going to slice and dice.
I'm never full attacking.
Okay, you hit.
Oh, he's still alive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're badass.
He's like...
I roll a 3 for damage. Of course. Of
You have
course.
to take care of. You have to take care of
This
business.
is-
He's licking
I'm not-
the
I'm not-
blood off of his spikes as he attacks Mo, full frenzy. He's like, "Ah!"
Mo, I rolled a 1d20 +3 and I got a 5. So yeah, that's how I do it sometimes. Then
Yeah,
again,
well, their first attack 2d8 rolls a 14.
Okay,
2d8
that's
rolls a
pretty bad.
16.
That was bad damage.
Okay,
only 13
now he'll do
points.
60 damage. Go.
And he missed.
nice.
God,
Finally.
Your super
Finally
armor
missed.
finally worked.
well, I've very crappy armor. So
I have to redeem my bluff roll. Excuse me. 6. 20. I could add d6 +2. Is it 30 enough for this guy? No, I have to reroll.
Ah!
Oh, good lord.
I think you miss again. Good job. 23. Not nearly enough.
Yes, I did miss again. All right, so
Oh,
still
fuck.
it's automatically get him, but I'm sorry, this guy is obviously got some sort of incredible superpower, guys. We need to take.
Do you have a +2 when you're firing on this?
I
guy?
do have a +2.
You hit.
All right, cool.
Aeon Tuttle.
Wait, isn't he still on fire?
No, this guy made his save.
Oh, okay.
He was on fire one round and then he made a save and he's fine.
Okay.
All right. Well, I missed.
Well, the last guy. It's always the
That's all right.
last
I'm
one
gonna
that's the
give
hardest.
Cheddar the full attack.
Full attack for a full miss. Here we go. Miss. I can smell the misses. You better hurry up because you don't want Akiro getting the kill.
Floria misses. Yes. Kyrios. Oh God damn it! I want the Gloria to kill. I was going to magic missile for the Gloria.
Cheddar, excellent job. Good job, Cheddar.
Yay,
You're
Cheddar.
the brains of this outfit, like always.
Master Blaster.
I rest for 10 minutes.
Yeah, Mo's gonna rest. He's just going to drop where he is and just rest. He's not even gonna talk to that.
Yeah, I do that too. I think. Right? Did I take damage?
Yeah,
No,
so Dr. Tuttle is
you
your
have
job
to
is to
Talk
loot.
to that thing.
Oh, the animal? What's
the
that?
creature. If it even talks, it probably is not. It's probably not even worth conquering.
I'm looking at the picture of it, and it looks like an armless. Wait, it's a small little rodent.
Oh, actually, I
Dr.
don't.
Tuttle, Dr. Tuttle,
Yeah,
is all yours.
No, I don't take a rest. Go immediately to the creature.
Okay.
No, you may not claim its soul.
I have affinity for creatures like this.
That's right. You actually have the creature. Well, did you bring?
Yes,
These
I always have the
squawks with
squash in my little. I've dedicated a slot of my armor to keep my little pet in it, and it's there.
Oh,
And,
good.
and I release it to have to make friends with this little beast.
Then the other creature eats it.
No, the squawk would follow you.
Well, we'll
around.
see.
He's
Well, Squawk's in my little cage in my armor, and then I release it here
Well,
so I can go deal
okay.
with this.
So this little creature, it's wounded and scared. Give me a survival check.
Well, in the meantime, I can actually use my Aeon envisaging ability to communicate that we are friends and mean it no harm.
Holy
Basically,
moly!
telepathy.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. That is hardcore Starfinder gameplay.
Okay,
Wow.
that was hardcore. Akira also still give me the survival check.
Trying to find that on my skill tree, and it ain't good. It ain't pretty because I ain't got that skill.
As we wait.
I don't have survival.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, just
I mean,
roll
I'll roll a naked survival.
Just roll d20. Just roll d20. 7. It sort of looks at you, but hears, I guess, the voice in its head, and it sort of skimpers over towards Tuttle.
Well, the actual description is that it's like kind of a non-verbal. It first scans beings for their thoughts and intentions, then projects psychic flashes of a single concept in response.
So you managed
It's
to
hippie telepathy.
you hippie telepathy this thing. It's actually it comes over to you. It's clearly wounded. It looks like one of its legs is broken. It is bleeding. Its scuffs or tufts of hair are removed. It definitely needs a little bit of healing. But it is coming over and hanging out with.
I'm going to try a medicine check on it.
Sure. Oh yeah, if you gave it one healing serum, it should be all fixed up.
I would.
And actually, see, I don't think there's survival though. I don't think there's survival. They missed it in the book, but there's life science. I think it's survival.
No,
I don't
you know
see
what?
it.
You're probably right.
I will go ahead and give it a Mark 1 healing serum.
Actually, I thought survival was still a thing.
I'm just looking at my skills. I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
Well, no, I see survival. Yeah, there is. It's a wisdom base to this.
Is there?
I have a point in it.
Yeah, it's still there. It's
I
still
have a
there.
point in everything.
You pull out the potion.
Oh yeah, you're right.
and
You're right.
pull
you're right.
it down and give it to the creature. It licks it up like a gerbil would on a little feeder bottle. It's like, and sure enough, it starts to heal itself. And while everyone else is resting, the creature is fully healed and jumps on Tuttle's lap and like runs up your side and sort of perches on your shoulder.
Yay, I made a friend.
Yeah, you have a little friend. You are a rodent who has a rodent pet. It's like basically me having like a capuchin monkey.
But like a weird alien rodent, though.
It's actually a small dog, but I couldn't
trip
find
has-
Oh, really? It's
Yes.
a canine.
It's
The
a
picture looks very rodent-like, I have to say.
Velsasha is what they're called. The Velsashas look like little doggies. Here, I'll change the picture.
Well, actually, like Rusty, it's kind of like you have a mummified hand as a pet, and like an Iabecta as like compadre.
I would love to have... I mean, I would obviously be opposed to such horrible, dark, evil, undead magics. But if I were to have one, well, I would obviously want to use it for the cause of goodness and justice.
Right. You did the for science.
Well, I mean, for goodness and science. Whatever. Yeah, for goodness. Sure. That. I'm trying to think of any powerful item you could put in front of Rusty he would not put on. Nothing springs to mind.
Akira's kind of the same way. He's like,
Okay, that is what you see now. What do you think of that one? Good luck trying to let that thing go away from you.
Aww,
Yay, the puppy!
puppy! What a cute little puppy. I want to see a talking combat entirely about that dog.
What are you going to name?
That may yet
What are
happen.
you going to name your dog? I mean, your Alicia.
Is this what we came here for?
You should give it a robot name.
No cheese acronyms. That's only for constructs. This thing is alive.
Still.
I'm going to have to think about the name. I'm going to have to think about the name.
All right,
You think about the name. In the meantime, Rusty and Mo are all healed up. And
Okay, now I loot the
of their
bodies.
stamina, that is. So.
Now I loot the bodies.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, Steve here. So it looks like the party has another mascot. They're collecting pets left and right, and if you include the very first pet that they left at the station, I believe this is the third mascot/pet they now have in the party. Soon they're going to have one for all members of the party, although I don't think Rusty is going to get along with any mascot pet, unless it's something creepy and undead. I'll see what I can do about that. As for show notes, a few things. I have some new interviews coming out in the next few weeks. When I was at GenCon, I interviewed Jason Bullman, so that's going to be on the show in the next few weeks. I also interviewed Tanya Woolridge from the Society, and that is actually a really great interview. We spoke for over an hour, so we talked about everything Society, everything in the past, the present, the future, how Society's changing. It's really, really growing by massive leaps and bounds, and they've completely redone the organization and structure, and you'll listen to the interview. It comes out in probably a week or two. I just got to go through and edit it and put it up on the site, so look for that in the near future. In addition, we almost forgot, there's another book coming out, The Lost Omens World Guide, and I have the book. I have actually had it for several weeks, and we are going to do a review, so look for that in the near future on the website. And plus, we're going to review all the new hardcover books. You know, in the past, it was actually kind of hard to do reviews because Paizo did this mixture of hardcover and a billion soft covers, and it felt kind of weird doing reviews for all these softcover books that would come out monthly. But now, because of the industry works, they were actually asked to do less releases by a lot of the distributors because there's just too much on the market. They actually didn't have enough physical space to put out all their books, so they've changed their strategy, and instead of putting out lots of little books, they're going to be putting out fewer books that are much larger and nearly all hardcover, which is something I actually prefer. I mean, yeah, it's fun getting a lot of books, like one after another, but how many of those did you really read? It sort of gets very hard to organize and so forth. I'd rather just have 3 or 4 larger books throughout the year that cover a wide variety of topics, and that is what's going to happen. Another good thing about that is they're much easier for us to review. It's a little easier for us to justify reviewing a hardcover book than a softcover book. So look for all those reviews in the near future, as Paizo is going to start pumping out new releases for both Starfinder and Pathfinder in the upcoming months. And don't forget, if you're listening to the Fall of Plaguestone, Jason is also going to be writing a Talking Plaguestone column. Every single week, he's going to be now doing 2. He's going to do one for Plaguestone and one for Dead Suns. I'm not exactly sure when Talking Combat, that's the one for Dead Suns, is going to be published. I'm thinking maybe Monday or Tuesday that one's going to be published. But as for now, Plaguestone has kind of taken over the Dead Suns slots. The podcast comes out on Tuesday, and then Talking Plaguestone is going to get coming out on Thursday. Dead Suns is going to come out on Friday, and then the Talking Combat is probably going to come out on Monday. At least that's what we're initially looking at. We're going to see how that goes. We might change that to Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on the scheduling, but just look for that in the near future. As for regular show notes, well, we have a new podcast every Tuesday and every Friday. How about that? Do subscribe to us on iTunes, Android, Spotify, you name it, we're on it. Don't forget, do check out Jason's Talking Combat, Talking Plaguestone, and tons of reviews on the website. Look in the blog area if you want to find those reviews. Look in the Talking Combat section if you want to find all of his talking columns. There's going to be a ton there. Don't forget, join our Discord. I almost didn't even talk about that. Discord.rollforcombat.com. If you want to play some games, have some fun, check it out. Also, we're going to be putting up a ton of new t-shirts. I'm working on those now. Within the next week, you should have new t-shirts of all the Plaguestone characters. We're going to get all that up on the site. Do follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Do check out our Reddit channel. Do check out our Patreon, where we got cool prizes, and I'm going to expand it to cover Plaguestone now. And also, do be on the lookout for No Direction, because they're going to be releasing every single talk from Paizo, from GenCon, and we have sponsored them. So be on the lookout for that. Those are really good talk. Heck, I missed nearly all of them, and I was there. So I, myself, am going to download the podcast and listen to all the episodes, because that is the best way that I get to listen to them. And I think that's a good way for you to listen to them, too. So go check out the No Direction podcast and look for that in the upcoming weeks. But with that, I will see and talk to you guys next week. See ya.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, a Starfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com or drop us a line at contact@rollforcombat.com. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, and other social media platforms. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember Moe's motto, I'm taking a nap.